It is the Rich Lieberman Media Frenzy for a Friday. It's Friday the 13th. Oh my God. What a unique event. Okay, but we put aside some issues like that and we talk about what the headline says. Rarely do I ever compliment twice. But in this case, I've got a compliment because it's really cool that Liz Cook, aka Elizabeth Cook, KPIX, CBS News Bay Area, which they call themselves now, she is back on KPIX, CBS News Bay Area. She was originally a KPIX anchor, migrated from 855 Battery. She's still at 855 Battery. She went over to the new streaming CBS News Bay Area and CBS News. And now she's back on both fronts, KPIX at the 5 o'clock. And I compliment Liz Cook because what she's done is improved vastly, improved to a degree which she's not only capable, she's not only really great to look at. And I say that personally, professionally, and all that. She delivers the news. She's crisp. She's fluid. She has what they call roots. She's possesses what I've often referred to as the it factor, meaning you got to seize the moment. You have to be passionate, even if you're not passionate. You have to convey an image. Now, look, I might be making a big deal about the functions of an anchor, but it's extraordinarily unique, especially in today's world where you can't be too crazy. You can't be too monotonous. So you try to be a little understated, but at the same time, being forceful, having that it factor. And when I first started watching Elizabeth Cook, I wasn't thrilled. She had the reputation that she got by being in the business because of her dad. It was a big exec at Disney and all that. Well, at first I was very skeptical. Didn't really care for her. Thought she was just vastly overrated, and that's assuming she was rated at all. And she's greatly improved. I talked about this before I had my surgery about 6 months ago, and I may have even alluded to it in a written post that she has become a force to be reckoned with. And again, put that as you will. It's an environment today where little reward is out there because of the nature of the business and all that. And I think Liz Cook, wait, forget think, I know she has not only improved, but she's worth watching. She's at the 5. I almost wish she was paired, can't do it because it would be crazy, against the law to, God forbid, pair her with Juliet Goodrich. And that's not going to happen, nor should it, because you have two effective weapons. Juliet Goodrich, in her own right, is good, a little bit beyond that. But Liz Cook, and she's paired with this Ryan Yamamoto, I'm not crazy about. I've gone into detail. It's nothing personal, but yet it is. Because anytime you're critiquing one's anchor merits or lack thereof, then it's personal and becomes somewhat debatable. Look, some people have wonderful thoughts about various people I could care less about, or don't have any really thorough feelings about one or any other, good or bad. And there are people who do an okay job. A lot of people are thrilled with. It's all subjective. Well, of course it is. What I like about Liz Cook is she's not boring. She's not mundane. She has and has developed, which I compliment her on, a personality. That, again, that it factor, where it's difficult to define this day and age. Another big thing, huge thing, is her ability to ad lib and to ask the proper questions in a half screen, fire, terrorist event, flooding, what have you. A half screen moment where you do got to use your head, got to ask questions, and she does a good job. Again, I know how to give it out. Those of you who have watched me, read me in the past, you know where I'm coming from. Oh, Rich, you're always mean, you're always accusatory, you're never ever complimentary. This is not about going back to being nice and complimentary. This is rewarding someone. I say rewarding in quotes. Acknowledging someone who deserves to be acknowledged. I've said so in the past. Now she's back on the local screen at Pix, and she does a really good job in every aspect, anchoring, showing an image, being decisive, ad libbing, interviewing, all those good techniques. I think Liz Cook does a very, very good job, especially what I mentioned about today's environment where, you know, you almost have to be a little crazy. I don't mean literally crazy, where you have to show maybe overly edgy is too strong a description also. What I mean is she conveys forcefulness. She has command of the screen. She sets the tone. She has a fluidity about her. You might be saying, well, now you're going overboard, I should say. No, no. I'm complimenting somebody who early on I was very critical of. I used to lampoon her. I made fun of her, not because I wanted to make fun of anybody. Look, folks, when somebody is trying, that may not be good enough. But when they're trying and they provoke a very honest to goodness take, that they do what they're supposed to be doing, and Liz Cook, aka Elizabeth Cook, does that. I wish she were solo. I'm not crazy about Ryan Yamamoto, and I'm not here to denigrate him. You know my position on Mr. Yamamoto. But I do like Liz Cook. She has worked her way up the totem pole, and I would rank her in the top tier of Bay Area broadcasters. In fact, I think she's so steady now, I'd put her up in the national stratosphere. She is network worthy. She really is. But watch her. And I realize a lot of you think maybe I'm going overboard, maybe I'm kind of reacting too much in the positive, that I should be negative. Look, there's plenty of opportunities to be negative. I've seen it, watch it every day. When I was recovering from surgery, as I still am, there's plenty of times to watch and observe not only the local front, but the national front too. And Liz Cook, for me, has vastly improved, has become one of the top tier anchors in the Bay Area and beyond. And I wanted to put the word out that I enjoy watching her deliver the news and then some. That's all. See you later.